Well, I'm out for another 6 miler today. I did 6 miles yesterday. That was the first time in probably a month. And it wasn't so bad. I really feel like I'm on the home stretch of getting rid of the shingles. Man, it's been over 4 weeks. What a bad habit. But I lived through it. At 80, a lot worse could happen. So I'm really not, I don't think it's unfair or anything like that. Just got to live through it. And I was able to work at least half the day, most all the time. Yep. And now it's sort of on the med, and I'm pretty close to the home base or the finish line. I guess that's what it is. But more importantly, I've been looking at new programs now, and programs that are now, there's so many programs out there for rent and mortgage in the country all over. And some of them have COVID money, which is going to end soon. And which also is ending soon is the protection for you not being evicted or foreclosed on. There were laws that they couldn't do that. And those have ended in most places too. So that's what's happening. And the money, the national money, there's two places to get money to pay for your home mortgage and for your rent. And that's from the federal money and local money. So the federal money is slowly drying up. There's still a lot there, particularly for home owners. Now, I just saw a notice here that came out yesterday, I think yesterday, June 27th, that this program is closing on July 7th. They have, just what's that, 17, 10 days left to apply for this. And this is giving up to 10,000, I'm sorry, 20, $50,000 for people to fix up their mortgage problems or whatever. And because it's only 10 days left, and they have about 10% of the money left to give out, so they have a lot of money left to give out, but they're putting to the head of the line those people who may be foreclosed or may be evicted, things like that. So they're putting them to the head of the line. And listen to also what they're doing. The program is going to close on the 7th, okay? But you still can apply and mention that you may lose your home. So if they have extra money, they'll come back and pick you up. See, that's where there's a lot of details. When you're looking for money to solve a problem, you just can't get a superficial yes or no from people. There's a lot of details that are very, very important. And the key to getting any help at all, to my mind, is calling people. You have to call. There's just too many programs out there. You can't call one person and see if they can help you and they say no and think the game is over. No, the game has just begun. That's for it. What if you don't own your house and you're losing your rental? Same thing. They have the same, but every program is different. I'm telling you about a program that's in Minnesota. This is what they're doing. I've read a lot of other programs that are doing the same thing, and there's literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and maybe even thousands of different rental grant programs and different mortgage programs. You have to do the work to check your area on what is available there. Now, if you're in Minnesota, here's the website in Minnesota: Home, HOME, Help, HELPMN. Okay, and I assume it's .gov or .org. It doesn't have a dot here, and I'm not on my. Oh, here it is. Yeah, .org. Okay, so that's Home Help MN for Minnesota .org. Okay, you have to check and see, and then if you call one office, and how are you going to find where to check? Go to findhelp.org, put in housing, put in rent, whatever. If you're renting, if you're not, put in housing. If you're rent, put in rent, and you'll see. Like where I live, there's like 80 programs that help renters. You know, and so what to do is start calling each one of those, and there's dozens of programs that help uh, mortgage help. You call each one of those and you say, hey, I may be evicted, I am evicted, or whatever. Or, hey, I may be foreclosed, I looks like I'm foreclosed, I need help. Okay, that's how you frame it. You don't have to worry about what to say. You say, You're worried about foreclosure. You say, I'm worried about eviction. That's all. You find the phone number and call up. Hey, this is Al Sawinski. I'm screwed. I think I'm going to be evicted. Is there somebody who can help me? That's all. You just act human and put the problem up in front and say you're looking for help. And when they say, "Hey, I'm sorry, Al, we can't help you. We had money, it's gone," or "You're too tall. We only help people under 6 feet tall with this money. I'm sorry." Then you ask them, "Where else do you think I could apply? Okay, where else do you think that people will help somebody like me?" That's what you do. That's what this game is all about. Is calling one person and then finding help from another person from that person. It's like when the detectives you see on the cop shows. They're going house to house, knocking on doors. Have you seen anybody last night? Kill that person out in the street. And it's a numbers game, baby. And if you're not willing to put in the numbers, it's going to be, your odds of getting something go down. And that's why you want to increase your odds to get something, then you increase your odds of contacting. You increase the number of people you contact for help. You keep that help increasing. And if findhelp.org doesn't help you enough, you run out of sources, you go to 211.org and you find the sources in that database. Okay, now them you could call too, but they're not going to dig deep if you just call. So if you call 211 and they say, no, there's no such thing, they're out of work, that doesn't, screw that. You go onto the database, put in rent, put in housing or whatever, and you start calling those people. That's the only way you're going to get out of this trouble. If you think it's going to be easy, it likely won't. Maybe a lot of people get it lucky and it's easy, and you want it to be easy, easy. I want it to be easy too. And if you have an easier way, go do it. But if you don't have the problem solved, then you have to do the hard way. If you can't, I mean, you can't do the same game. Thinking that the answer is going to change. Oh, I'm just going to Google. I go on Google tomorrow and see. I'll find a source tomorrow. Or okay, and you go on there for 2 hours and you don't find a source. Okay. Well, I'll go on Google. No, you got to stop doing the shit that doesn't work. That's stupid. But we're all stupid and we all do that. So don't worry about being stupid. Just change. Because we all got our stupid brains. And they love sneaking out and get us in more trouble because we're lazy. And that's the problem with the whole thing. So you can't be lazy if you want to solve the problem. And the whole world is about that. The whole world is about working your ass off. If you want to do something, you don't want to do anything, and you don't want to solve your problem, fine. You have the right to do that. Nobody could complain. Yeah. But if you're bitching about it, you got to change. You can't bitch about it and keep doing the same thing. If what you're doing now it does not work, obvious, you got to change the game. And the name of the game is putting in the elbow grease. How do you do that? You start calling people and asking for help. And that's it. And you don't have to call me and ask for help. I'll just give you sources to help. If you don't have money to spend on me, I have a report I'll send you on how to do all this for free. But just start on findhelp.org and 211.org and start calling those people under your category. You're trying to get a job, start calling all those people get a job. You're trying to get out of debt, try calling all those people to get it. Now, why is 211 and Find Help much better than Google? Because everybody in 211 and Find Help will give you money, won't take your money. Everyone in 211.org and findhelp.org will help you for free and not charge you money. See, I'm not listed in 211 or findhelp.org, and I help people all day long, but I charge money. So you have to find me in Google. But if you go to Google me, you'll find all these other people who are better marketing people than I am and get $3,000 for something I'll charge you $20 for. That's what our country's about. So you want to swim with the sharks in Google, that you'll cost pay $3,000 for something you could have got for free or for $20. But I'm in Google. But you just can't find me because the people who charge you more spend more on advertising, and they're going to find you, have better chance of finding you than I will, or you finding me, or whatever it is. Because Google will put you right on top of the line when you search for, oh, I'm being evicted. Yeah. And so get out of Google, get out of these things, and go over to 211.org and findhelp.org. Okay, you hear me? That's what life is about. Life is about spending money unless you have a lot of money. I'm trying to help people who don't have a lot of money. That's one of the reasons I only charge $20. I got to stay in business to do this, so I could keep me off the streets and try to help people and help myself live through life. And I'll do this till the end of my life. I hope, as long as I'm physically able to do it. I don't know if I'd hang around if I wasn't physically able to do this, because this gives me juice to live. So and we also give grants. We've been very fortunate that we um, are making a profit. We've been about 2 years in business, and we give grants now over $70,000 every month, and that's over $500,000 a year. And I don't know of any small little business that barely does $1 million is giving out $500,000 a year. Yeah, and I'm just very proud of that. And I think we're all here to help other people, and the more people we help, the better all our lives will be, because other people become happy when they don't aren't frustrated in trying to solve a problem. And that's why every member feels that way. So that's why instead of me, and in addition to me and the admin people that help you, the other members do. Because I feel so many of them feel that way too, that it's the nicest thing in the world is to give. Yeah. And the problem is finding some deserving bastard to give to. And that's why Let's Go Help, everybody's trying to give. So we know they're valuable people that we want to help, because they want to help other people. And that shows the quality of a person's life, I think. If you have to help yourself first. I mean, you have to get out of your problem first before you could help anybody else. So that's important first. You So take care of yourself first, and then you can start helping other people, and that will help the world go around. I guess I don't know. We're all guessing. Nobody has the goddamn answer. We got to figure it out for ourselves, and that's through trial and error. So go out and make some more errors, so you find some more trials to find what works for you. Stay well, have fun. See you soon.